It is freaking hot. Let's see if it says what it says on here. I'm in the shade over here. I don't know if it'd be right or not on this thing. 87 Fahrenheit? I think not, dude. It's on my outside thermometer is in front of the house. It's 100. It was 102. It did come down a little bit because the smoke from the fires and the clouds are all rolling in. So it did cool down a little bit. Looks like we might get some lightning maybe here, maybe some thunderstorms. Hopefully don't start no forest fires over in our neck of the woods. That kind of shit happens quite a bit. I gotta clean my lens. Sorry about that. I don't know if that's better or not. Anyway, oh man, it is so. I've decided to just go ahead, man. I'm gonna run out of gas, but I should just stay right here in the shade for a minute. What I should do? Let me just do that. Yeah, pull back forward just a hair where it was. Okay, shut the truck off. Oh, anyways, I decided because for some reason, doesn't matter. I'm not using Facebook, but I cannot send videos. Even if it's a very small video, I can't send it. Like if it's just 1 minute, 30 seconds, whatever. It won't let me send it. I don't know if it's because I'm down here in this hole and I have shitty service, because I do have shitty service down here. Most of the time, I don't have any service down here. So I'm gonna film this. I might have to drive up top just to send it, but it is so freaking hot. I might as well sit here in the shade and film. The reason I'm doing a YouTube channel is because I can't get videos out. So I'll just make a YouTube channel. And, God, I don't know. I hate doing it. I do not like doing it. And multiple reasons why. Maybe I'll get into it later, not now. But anyways, yeah, I'm planning on leaving. I'm planning on moving down to Texas. Okay. It's hot here, and I'm complaining it's hot here, man. It's going to be 10 degrees hotter there. Yeah, my brother said it was, he's down there. He said, I don't know what he said this week. I need to ask him. But last week it was 110 every day, he said, where he worked. So it's probably about that or hotter or less. But I know it's hot here in southwestern Colorado. 2.7 miles that way, 2.7 miles directly that way is the Utah state line. That's north. And I'm filming from the south position. Okay. And, of course, that's east over there. But nonetheless, it is just, there's no jobs up here. There are jobs if you have, I mean, you kind of got to have, I mean, let me explain. Like, I got a job at the llama ranch. I've worked there a few times before, you know, they all know me. And I was spending $30 a trip, $30 a day on gas. $30 a day on gas, and was gonna just starve anyways, because that's all I was gonna make, really. And yeah, so it's just too hard to live out here in southwestern Colorado right now. A lot of people have left already, and I'm gonna leave too. So many people have left and pulled their kids out of school and stuff that they didn't even have. For a while there, they almost had to shut down the whole school. Literally, they had like 4 kids for the whole, like, K through 12. And when I was a kid here, and I'm almost 57, but when I was a kid here, it used to be, there were about 30 kids in my class. Okay, a little less than that, usually 28, 29. But there was about 30 kids in my class. And that was a class, right? 12th grade or 11th grade or 10th grade, all had about 30 kids, about the same. Same with all the other classes below that, right? Down to the elementary level even. And, yeah, the whole lockdown things, and then the whole, like, political activism in the school system where a boy could be a girl and a girl could be a boy and all that, you know. People were just pulling their kids out and saying, we're not sending our kids to be indoctrinated by that. So a lot of things changed, man, over the last few years. America is not the same. And everybody I know, personally, eyeball to eyeball, would tell you that. Everybody I personally know Now I'm sure there's people running around the country on the internet, especially, oh, it's fine where I live. America's fine. That's a bunch of bullshit. Because they still have a good. The lockdowns didn't affect them as bad. Okay, we have bread shortages, and we have milk shortages and egg shortages. Okay, eggs are like $10 to $12. They were down to $8, and then they went back up, but I don't know what they are now. I haven't been to town in a few weeks, but they're up there, $10, $12 a dozen, and then like meat, it's terrible, man. $6, $8 a pound. I have some photos even I took. I should put them on here somehow. I got to learn how to do that. Really, but yeah, man, that's crazy. Anywhere from $6. I've even seen $8, $9 a pound at a couple of the stores for meat, like beef, even pork. And yeah, a lot of times now the meat's green, and just some. I've lived on a lot of potatoes and stuff. I've had a hard time trying to eat here. That's the sum of the story of. Okay, I've had a hard time eating and surviving here, my dogs and I. And there were times where we actually went hungry, and due to logistical problems too. I may have money, but I didn't have a way to get to the store because I'm way out here. Oh, I just saw something I don't like. Stand there, guys. Somebody threw a cigarette butt down. I wonder who that could have been. Hope no one's snooping around, because there's been some snoops around here. Yeah, there's a psychopath, right? This guy's a real psychopath. He's a diagnosed psychopath. And he stalked me. He stalked me and he stole from me. I went and got the stuff back, but yeah, he's a diagnosed psychopath. I've had other people mess with me here on this property too. A guy came and took my car. Okay, took my freaking car. And we were gonna do a trade on a deal, but he didn't do it. He just took the car. He didn't fucking do what he said he was gonna do. So he stole my car and took off. Great big giant guy too. 6'5", 350 pounds, a muscle. This guy's he's not fat. Okay, this guy is big. Probably the biggest freaking dude I've ever seen in my life, face to face. This guy is a monster. And all he was doing is going around from farm to farm and ranch to ranch. Oh, you got any, and people would feed him, and he'd eat all their food, and then he would rob them and steal from them, impregnate their daughters, and take off. Yeah, I don't know. He was just not a good guy, right? And I think he's a psychopath too, right? But boy, I hope that storm comes this way. I really do. And then there was another guy that came here. He's an actual serial killer. And the police won't arrest him. I don't know. They're more interested in people like me. Oh, the right-wing extremist, which I'm not, okay, but I was labeled, and the sheriff told me that I was labeled as a dangerous right-wing militant. Total fucking bullshit. Total bullshit. Unreal. Because they were following me around. I went right up in there. I was like, hey, guys, what do you got? What's going on? It took me a while. And I got the sheriff to admit, the actual elected sheriff to admit that the previous sheriff had said that he had declared me a dangerous right-wing militant. Just ludicrous. And the previous sheriff, very, very corrupt. Very, 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 very corrupt. Like, we're talking all kinds of evil shit. And it's like, I know a deputy, one of his former deputies, he's scared for his life, man. He was trying to go witness protection and all that. And there's so much just, shenanigans going on. It's just ridiculous. I was labeled a dangerous right-wing militant. Unreal. I've never harmed anybody except in like self-defense, like in a barroom situation or on the street defending somebody else. That's the only altercations I've ever been in. I've never in my life been a bully. In fact, I've helped save dozens of lives. I've been in the medical field for 20 years. I don't practice anymore, but I was a respiratory care practitioner, aka respiratory therapist, for 20 years, and an EMT for 5. I have literally risked my life and done humanitarian work by going to Bosnia and Croatia. I'm a healer, not a killer. Always been a healer, never a killer, okay? and I was labeled by the federal government as a dangerous right-wing militant. No shit. Unreal, man. But they're more interested in people like me than they are real, actual serial killers. Real serial killers. It just blows my mind. It blows my mind. It's like, how is that? And why is that? And it's scary. It is a scary, scary time to be in the United States of America now. It just is. And I'm not the only one saying that. Everybody I know will tell you something extreme about how it's changed now, the United States. Everybody I know knows somebody that's been shot to death or stabbed or raped or robbed or pillaged or locked up, okay, thrown in jail. Lots of people are dropping dead too. That's another thing. It's just bizarre, man. I mean, I have not in my life ever known this many people to have died around me. People that I personally know. There's literally, I can't even count them. It's impossible to count them. And I'm assuming it's got to be across the whole country. I heard it was. I mean, I read about it and stuff where what is it? Funeral homes are like 70% over capacity. They can't keep up with it. At least that's what it was the last I heard. I don't know what it is now, but yeah, I mean, America's changing, man. America's changing. You know, and I'm sure there's people out there who say, "Oh, everything's fine," blah 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 blah. You know what I mean? And well, good for you. You know, nothing's happened around you, I guess, or you're not paying attention, or maybe your community's okay, but my community is not. It is not okay. This shit is different now. It's exceedingly different now. And, yeah, I don't think it's going to go back to the good old days. I just don't think that things are going to get better. I think they're going to get worse. We have bread shortages. We have milk shortages in my community. Now, my brother down in Texas, he said there's no shortages ever down there. They have always had plenty down there. Okay, and I talked to my friend up north, same thing. Okay, but out here where I live, it's not super severe like they were during the lockdowns, but the prices of the groceries here are just extreme. Like my friend back in Virginia, I talked to him on the phone, and I told him how much meat and eggs and all that cost. He was like ecstatic. He couldn't believe it. He's like, no. He goes, no effing way. He goes, man, that's half that cost here where I live in Virginia. So, I mean, it's a regional thing, and I'm here in rural southwestern Colorado. I don't know why. We're right on a truck route, a major truck route, 491. Why wouldn't there be just as cheap groceries as there anywhere else? I don't understand it. But it's extremely expensive. And the gas is expensive. And, you can get ranching jobs, farming jobs, that kind of thing around here. There are some mines you can work at, but you got to have plenty of gas money. You got to have some money in the bank. And even the people making $20 and $30 an hour, they're not doing so good either anymore. They're all complaining too that they have trouble keeping up because they got toys or whatever. Side by sides. Recreational stuff that they have accumulated. And other reasons too, I'm sure, maybe they got kids they're trying to pay for college or something too. And they've had their budgets already obligated to a certain level, and then the economy goes to hell, and now they're going, oh shit. So everybody's suffering as far as I can tell. But it is what it is, We've had it good for a long time. I guess now it's time to pay the piper. But, yeah, this gas hog here, man, it cost me some ducats to drive. It's a lot of ducats to drive this. But I'm getting ready to go live in the back of it. I literally am. That's what I'm getting ready to do. I am cleaning up this property here in the inside the house. I got to do. I was renovating, and I'm going to stop renovating. I'm just going to start cleaning up and get the whole place cleaned up best I can. And I'm going to vacate. And I've been here 3.5 years. It's a long story. It's been a saga of just the hardest time of my life, man. I'm not kidding. And I've been around the block, okay? I have been around the block. I went overseas. I went to Bosnia. I did. I've seen the poverty of the deepest levels globally. And I've watched, I've seen a lot of like bad things happen to people. And I myself, there's another cigarette bag. I wonder who the hell is throwing these things down. I have nobody out here. But I've seen a lot of bad things. I've experienced a lot of bad things. Okay? And this is the hardest time I've had in my life right here. I've been extremely isolated. Extremely isolated. And it's gotten a little better because I finally got me some wheels here. And, you know, I got communication too. I got this device I'm holding. So I can, you know, communicate with the outside world. I got company. I'm going to stop this.